guys, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do another review of Love is Blind, episode 5 and 6. And Lord, this episode was a lot of Jessica and Mark. Both episodes, child. I am so tired of Jessica. And I am so tired of Mark whining and begging, child. We should have called him Keith Sweat. That's what we should have called Mark, child. Mark should have been called Keith Sweat because this whole season, the only thing he been doing is begging for Jessica. Let's talk about them. So, as we know, the night before was the, when all the couples, found out that, each other couples were there. So, of course, Jessica seen Barnett and had a full-blown, orgasm. Honey, Jessica got towed up from the floor up. Did y'all see how she looked when she walked in through that door, child? Honey, her hair was knotted. Child, mascara was running. Eyeliner smudged. Honey, she was red-faced. Honey, Jessica was toe slam up. And Jessica says that it was good seeing Barnett. She said that when she seen Barnett, she seen a troubled soul. She seen a troubled man. It was written all over his face. Girl, let me tell you something. Instead of you worry about what was written all over Barnett's face, you need to be worried about what's written all over yours. Sad, desperate, pathetic, and too done, child. So, of course, she starts talking about Barnett and Amber's relationship. She said that Amber let it be known that they've had sex and they have sex a lot. And Jessica says that she is happy that her and Mark have yet to have sex because, see, sex is not everything, okay? Sex, she wants it to grow, I guess, organically, and, she wants more of an emotional, relationship, blah, blah, blah. So Mark is sitting there listening to all this dribble and slurred speech, child. And Mark said, listen here, I'm not some random dude. Okay? I want to get physical with you. Yes, I will wait. Okay? I'm not going to rush you. But I'm going to be your husband. Okay, we're going to spend our lives together. I'm not just some, average Joe that you done hooked up at some club. I'm going to be your husband. And what you need to do is that you need to simmer down. See, you're up here. You need to bring your bossiness down here. See, he didn't use the term bossy. He used the term commanding. That's what he said. You being commanding. You ain't got to tell me or boss me around. I know I'm doing, I'm good. Okay? I'm good. So here comes Jessica. Okay? Now see, Mark's first mistake is trying to reason with Jessica. Jessica toe up. Honey, her eyes are crossed. She's looking at him like, huh? You can't have no conversation, no adult conversation with somebody toe up from the floor up. And here's Jessica commanding. What are you seeing? What the F? WTF? Are you seeing them commanding? Here comes Keith Sweat, y'all. No. That's not what I mean. You're taking it out of context. Please don't break up with me. Please don't break up with me. Please. I'm so sorry. I would never use that term again. I was like, Mark, child, if you don't gather some balls. Mark is so afraid of losing Jessica that he will tolerate anything. Am I wrong? Honey, Jessica is a hot mess. Just a hot mess. So the next day, they go on this horseback riding and, they go to this little picnic in the woods. That was lovely. And, they talked about the night before. Mark said it was not an argument. It was, a misunderstanding. It may not have been an argument, but you was talking to someone who was drunk. Okay? And here comes Jessica. Jessica said, listen, okay, I'm in my right mind now. I've done slept it off. And I feel better about Mark. This is the Mark I like. I like this type of Mark. The funny Mark, okay? The caring Mark. This is the Mark that I can see marrying and growing old together. And then her and Mark start talking about some blue cheese, child. Then we have Jessica now. We done had the drunk, tipsy, toe up from the flow up Jessica. Then we had the picnic in the woods Jessica, okay, who was sober and somewhat, literate. Then we have the Jessica the next morning. She's having a full-blown breakdown because she still don't want to have sex with Mark. She done took off her ring. She still explaining herself. She says that when she kissed Mark, it's like nothing. It's no feelings there whatsoever. And she don't see herself getting, physical with Mark. I.e., she don't see Mark blowing that back out. Mark says, I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. Honey, he need to tattoo that on his forehead because that's all he ever says when it comes to Jessica. Jessica is hot and cold. Hot and cold. Now Jessica in the bathroom looking at herself, looking at the ring, and she says that she don't feel like she can wear the ring. Okay? Because she don't feel like that they're at that point yet. She don't want to be a fraud. So she takes the ring off and let's move on from Jessica and Mark because there's a whole lot more to them, child. Let's talk about Kenny and Kelly. Ain't much there, okay? They are at dinner and they are just talking about when they leave there, how different their life is going to be when they go back to reality. They say they both have, demanding jobs and, here, there in Mexico, there's no cell phone, there's no TV, there's no outside, interruption. So, it's nice, but once they go back to the real world, they don't have all of the cell phones and the family and the friends, and they just don't want that to interrupt what they have. So, child, Kenny and Kelly, they're going to be all right. All right, let's talk about Damien and Gigi. This is very interesting with these two. Okay. Damien's something else. I'm starting to see something about Damien. Let's talk about it. So, Damien and Gigi's on a boat. And of course, Damien is like, man, I really love it here. It's beautiful. Of course, he's talking about, not having any outside interferences, that it's just him and Gigi, no cell phone, no TV, all that crap. And he says, when we go back to reality, he says, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not ready to go back. I'm not ready to go back to work. I'm not ready to go back to drama. And child, why in the world did he say those fatal words? Drama. Gigi perked up real quick, didn't she? And side note, I like Gigi's swimsuit. That was so cute. That was adorable. But anyway, so Gigi perked up and was like, pump your brakes. What you mean drama? Is there something you need to tell me? And so he was like, what? He was like, oh, no. I'm just saying, I'm just talking. With work and, things that come with that. She was like, no. You used the word drama. Okay, what are you trying to say? Talk to me. Bottom line is, they were going back and forth because Gigi felt like Damien is not opening up to her. He's still closed in. See, when they were in the pod and they were getting to know each other, he opened up to her. He talked to her. She did the same. She was vulnerable. He was vulnerable. And that's what made her fall in love with him. But see, now she feels like that he keeping all kinds of secrets. But he was like, no, I am not, okay? I'm just talking. You are reading more into it than what it is. Just relax and chill out, okay? And so Gigi was like, oh, no, I ain't relaxing. I want to know why you're not telling me everything. Why you closed off? Why ain't you opening up? Okay? We're supposed to be in it to win. So they go back and forth some more, and Gigi gets hot, honey. She gets hot, okay? So she gets up, and she was like, F this. And she, storms off. So later on, we have Damien and Gigi. And, he opens up. Okay? And she was like, I just want you to talk to me. I just want you to open up and you can tell me anything, okay? We need communication because Gigi says she's all about communication, okay? And she wants Damien to tell her, everything. Don't hide anything because she's sitting there on the couch and she's like, Damien, I feel like you are hiding something. Talk to me. And so Damien finally says that he took some time off from work to do this experiment. And he says that he don't know when he gets back, he has a job. He says that he took more time than, he expected to, so he may be fired. F-I-R-E-D, you're fired. So he's worried about that because he says that he wants to be the man that takes care of his woman. He wants to be the man to have his woman and her family proud of him. He wants to be the man that is able to take care of his children if they was to have children. He wants to take care of his family. And him not possibly having a job is weighing heavy, on him. But child, honey, Damien, honey, he got to crying and she was like, oh my God. She was like, listen, we good. She was like, honey, I'm a hard-working woman. Okay. It's been me solo dolo until I met you. I don't have no children and I have been able to take care of myself. And you in my life, I'll take care of you too. Honey, we are together. Okay. And we're going to be okay. You don't even have to worry about that. And I liked when Gigi said that. I liked that Gigi was very supportive. And she wanted him to know that, listen, whatever happens with your job, I'm here. Okay? Everything's going to be okay. And I thought, kudos to you. Now, me, now I wouldn't, be like, listen here now. You need to find, is there a payphone somewhere? You need to call where? Producers, can we borrow your phone real quick? He need to find out if he still got a job, child. How many holiday time you got sick? You got some comp time, child. Take all of it. But anyway, that was a cute moment with Gigi and David. All right, let's talk about Lauren and Cameron. All right, they went on a helicopter ride. It ain't too much to say about them. Honey, lovey-dovey, kissy-kissy, huggy-huggy, honey. Cameron cannot keep his hands off of Lauren. So later on, they're by the pool, and they're talking, and they talk about, being in an interracial relationship. We know Lauren has never dated a white guy. And honey, Cameron, honey, he's done been with some of that, I want some of your brown sugar. Yes, honey, he ain't, honey, he like that little blackberry. Blacker the berry, sweeter the juice. Honey, Cameron know all about it, child. Cameron is that guy. He's that guy. He was just talking about that he's very comfortable, dating a black woman. And he says that one time he had dated a black woman and some person screamed across the street, won't you date a black man? And honey, his girlfriend, handled it real quick. But he says, listen, I'm cool with it. I'm comfortable, but I know Lauren is a little apprehensive about it. And Lauren says that she just don't know how she will handle a situation like that. When you are involved in an interracial relationship, I'm just talking about me, because I have been. I've done dated the Caucasian persuasion. I sure have. But when you are in an interracial relationship, for me, I didn't pay anybody any mind. And in my mind, they didn't pay me any mind. I didn't have anyone scream or yell or heckle, nothing like that. And the guy I was dating, honey, he was very confident in himself, child. And so he didn't pay it any mind either. So if you go in with that mindset, I think you'll be all right, unless someone is just openly racist, But I think Lauren and, Cameron is going to be okay. And she still, brought up her whole family, because, I'm sure her family, may have, some problems with her dating a white dude. But anyway, Lauren and Cameron are just adorable. All right, let's talk about Amber and Barnett. Amber and Barnett are just that couple. Okay? They're on a boat, and they're just talking about when they leave there. you know, how they're excited to get back home. Amber said that she's excited to see Barnett's dog. And, you know, Barnett says, listen, okay, when he gets excited, just like me, I pee a little bit. He's an engineer, y'all. He's an engineer, child. But anyway, he says that he tinkles a little bit when he gets nervous, child. Okay. All right, let's talk about this bar scene. I want to bring this up. Now, some of the couples went out to the bar. It was Amber, Barnett, Kelly and Kenny, and Jessica and Ma. Pleasantries all around. Hey, how you doing? Kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. And honey, Amber, she got real touchy-feely and kissy-kissy with Barnett. As soon as she seen Jessica, she was like, honey, Kelly was like, honey, she perked up real quick when Jessica walked in the room. And Kelly said, listen, I don't know if it was just love for her man or she wanted Jessica to know this is my man. I think it's the second one. Okay. So, Kelly and Jessica, they go off to the side and they start talking, and here goes Jessica explaining herself to Kelly. Kelly's so sweet, ain't she? Kelly's listening to this garbage, okay? Kelly let it be known that her and Kenny has yet to have sex, and they're just taking it slow. They're just taking it slow, and she likes it like that. Of course, we know Jessica ain't having no sex, okay? And she says that she's fine with that. So, of course, she brings up, you know, the couples and how, you know, Barnett and Amber and how they seem like that they're doing okay. Okay, listen, Jessica. Instead of you worried about Barnett and Amber, honey, you need to be worried about Mark. Honey, Jessica is insufferable, y'all. Jessica gets on my nerves. The only thing she has done this season is explain why she don't have feelings for Barnett. We know she has feelings for him because that's all she talk about. She talks about Barnett more than she do Mark. Her and Mark does not have a relationship. She talks at him. She don't talk to him. And every 5 seconds she has to explain about why they're not having sex and about why, you know, the tension. But she did say that his age, when she first met him, would be a factor. It's not even a factor anymore. Okay? Age is not a factor. It's his physical self that's a factor. And then she bring up Barnett, and she was like, yeah, you know, I'm attracted to guys like Barnett. But not Barnett. I'm not talking about Barnett. Just guys like Barnett, girl. And here's Kelly, right? Yeah, Kelly. Yeah. Child, just a mess. Just a mess. So we have that whole awkward, you know, scene, and, you know, they get up and they go back and they talk to the group and blah, blah, blah. All right? Now let's get to another pool scene. All right? So we're at the pool and all of the couples are there and all of the couples are talking. And it was so funny when Damien was talking to Kelly. Did y'all see Gigi? Gigi was like this. How close are you? Okay, y'all good. Honey, she was standing looking. Honey, Gigi, you ain't got no worry about child. Kelly do not want Damien, honey. She got Kenny. Speaking of Kenny, L Boogie. Shout out to L Boogie. L Boogie, honey, did send for Kenny. L Boogie put in the comments that Kenny looked like a troll doll face. L Boogie, you ain't right. You better leave that boy alone. Woo! I tell y'all cracked me up in those comments. Oh, Lord. But anyway, so of course, who gets together and talk? Jessica and Barnett, child. Jessica made a beeline over that to Barnett. And what was Jessica doing? Explaining herself. Explaining that, in the pod, that, she had these strong feelings for Barnett, and how Barnett, proposed to her the night before, and how he switched up so quickly. Blah, blah, blah. Honey, Barnett was looking at her like she had two heads. Barnett was looking at her like, you do realize I don't want you, right? Barnett said, listen, I'm happy with who I chose. That wasn't good enough with Jessica. She kept on talking. She was like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. You and Amber seems happy. You and Amber seem happy. And he was just staring at her. So he was like, how are you and Mark? Let's talk about your relationship since you're too busy worried about mine. So she was like, it's hard. It's been difficult. It's just a physical aspect. Okay, it's just physical. It's going to take some time. Oh, Jessica. Jessica got on my nerves. Okay. Alright? She just got on my nerves. Alright? So anyway, it went back and forth. Well, really it wasn't a back and forth because Barnett was not paying her any attention. It was Jessica flapping those gums. Do she ever get tired of talking, y'all? Let's move on. Alright, let's talk about them winding down this trip. Damien and Gigi had a romantic dinner. We have Jessica and Mark having a dinner, and Jessica still don't have the ring on. Mark is still saying, I'm confused, I'm confused, I'm confused. Jessica saying that she don't feel comfortable wearing that ring around his family. She feels like that is a fraud. She feels like that she is not, in a place to, wear the ring. It's the next morning, child, okay? And everybody's there having brunch. And here comes Nick Lachey and his wife. And they said, listen, okay, your time here is over. All right, it's time for y'all to go back to Atlanta, live your lives. Y'all got like 20 days left to get married. And what we're going to do is put all of you up in the same complex. So all of the couples are in the same building. And before they get to the complex, they have to go to their homes and pick up some items, to go back and live in their new place. And, and get ready for, the weddings. All right, so they're all home, and they're getting situated, and, they're seeing their new digs, and Lauren and Cameron, they're going there. It's like, oh, okay, this is pretty cute. This is real cute. I like it. And, everybody's getting settled, okay? Gigi and Damien's getting settled. He done brought in a whole bunch of luggage. We got, Amber and Barnett, they're getting settled, and, they're talking about how their families are going to react to them being engaged, She's saying that her mother is going to be excited because her mother wants to marry her off as soon as possible. And, Barnett says that he's nervous about what his family may, think about it. But anyway, just everybody, is getting, settled. So we have the different couples going to the different homes to pick up some stuff. I think everybody went except for Kelly and Kenny. I don't think we seen their homes, did we? I think we just seen a little bit of, I don't even think we seen Kelly and Kenny's home, did we? Did we? But I don't think we did. But anyway, we seen Lauren take Cameron to her house, and Lauren has a cute little house. Okay, she is a content creator. Y'all, she on YouTube or she on Instagram. I need to find her and follow her. So anyway, Lauren, has a cute little, place, and of course Cameron could not keep his hands off of her. And then we see Cameron's place. Cameron has a full-blown southern home, and I love it. Honey, God, those decks. Did you see the decks, honey? Oh, man. And of course, it's a guy's home, all right? Need a little female touch, all right? Real nice, okay? And Cameron says, listen, when I bought this home, I had every intention of buying this home for a wife and children. That's why I bought it. Lauren came into my life, and this is going to be our home. And so Lauren is looking around, and, they're outside on the deck, and she was like, I can see myself here. We can use that extra room for a kid's room. And, honey, that just tickled Cameron to death, honey. Cameron's like, that's what I want to hear. I want to make this home our home for my wife and children, because he says that he was in love before. He was in love in the past, and it didn't work out. Okay, but now, Lauren is there, and he really have a feeling that this is it. Okay, this is where they're going to settle. Man, I sure do love them too. I just adore Cameron. Whew. He has not taken his eyes off that woman. When he speaks to her, he talks to her. Okay. And it was a cute conversation they had about pet peeves. And Lauren was talking about how, she don't want nobody to use her toothbrush. And he was like, well, I don't see what the big deal is. I've done used, someone else's toothbrush before. And so, she was like, that is gross. She was like, my whole thing is, as long as they brushing their teeth, I don't care. Honey, you do different things in the bedroom, don't you? Don't you? Honey, the toothbrush is the least of your worries, child. Anyway, I thought that was real cute. But anyway, so, of course, Lauren likes Cameron's home. And let's talk about Jessica and Mark. Jessica went over to Mark's house, and Mark is a true 24-year-old, honey. He has a roommate. He has a gaming console. Just a 24-year-old boy. And so she, met the roommate. She met the roommate's girlfriend. And, she had little comments, to Mark about how he lives. About how, he is a 24-year-old and he still has his toys and, all this. So we have Jessica. And Mark sees Jessica home, and honey, it was totally different. Honey, Jessica's house is laid. Let me tell you something. This is something that I understand with Jessica. I will understand this with Jessica. Jessica says that she's secure of herself. She's 34. She has made a life. She has been successful for herself, okay? And she says that she wants to keep on doing that. She's secure, all right? She has worked hard for what she has, child. I think she said she makes 6 figures. Ain't no wrong with it, Jessica. Ain't no wrong with it. Then, of course, Mark, he says that, he understands that Jessica is living this type of way. And, he see it, but he don't want her to think that he's going to live off of her. He will be able to support and contribute, blah, blah, blah. Of course, they're going back and forth because that's all they do. That's all they do. Misunderstanding. And then Mark brings up his mom. Hoo-wee. Of course, Jessica was like, don't be bringing up your mama. Okay? Don't compare me to your mama. I ain't your mama. I may be 34, but I ain't your mama. Okay? Don't be bringing up your mama. And here comes Mark. Here comes Keith Sweat. Begging, pleading, I'm so sorry, you took it the wrong way. Oh my God, please, you took it out of context. Please, please, please don't break up with me. Mark, honey. Oh man. Mark, honey, if you don't get away from Jessica, this is just a mess. I mean, just a mess. Mark brings up, listen, Jessica knew how old I was in the pod. She knew I was 24, okay? And she accepted my proposal twice. So what's the big deal now? I agree with you, Mark. But Mark, honey, you need to stop begging and pleading, child. You just need to quit doing it. But, honey, he says he loves the child. They getting on my nerves, honey. Let's move on. Can we move on? Child, they gonna wear me out, Jessica and Mark. This video is gonna be so long because of Jessica and Mark. Child, let's talk about about Amber and Barnett. Amber's a hot mess, y'all. Amber's a hot mess. So here is Barnett taking Amber to his place in a bachelor's pad. I mean, he lives like a guy, okay? And of course, Amber, honey, she is happy with it. Okay, you want to know why Amber's happy with it? Because apparently Amber ain't got no home. Amber homeless, y'all. Amber says she got somewhere to stay, but she really don't have nowhere to stay, and it's time for her to leave. So, hey, Barnett's home's perfect, because see, his home is my home. This is where I'm going to lay my head. And guess we're going to get married. So, I'm good. So, in the middle of him showing her around, and they're in the kitchen, and she come bringing up finances and loans and all this, because you know, he's an engineer, he's doing well for himself. Now Amber, on the other hand, is a hot mess. Amber has bad credit. Amber homeless, she a nomad. Amber spends $700 on makeup. Amber don't pay for her student loans. She ain't paying them. She's $20,000 in debt. Did you see Barnett's face? Barnett was like, man, Jessica looking pretty good about right now. He's like, what am I marrying? Amber! And then Amber dropped the bombshell. Amber don't like to work. Amber don't have a job, y'all. Amber in and out of jobs. Amber says she wants to be a stay-at-home mom. Well, Amber, until that happens, you need to work. Come on now, Barnett. Come on now. So, Amber is just a bag of mess. Okay, she's a bag of debt and she's a bag of mess, child. And let me tell y'all something. Now, the next episodes is when they meet their family. I cannot wait to see Amber's family. I have a feeling Amber's family is... Let me shut up. Let me shut up. I ain't gonna get... Let me shut up. Let me close my mouth. Okay, I'm gonna close my mouth. I'm gonna close it, y'all. I'm gonna shut up. Amber, something else. Alright. Alright. Now, let's get to this birthday party. Alright. Now... Amber is throwing Barnett a birthday party, and she has invited the castmates to come over. It was real cute, alright? And what did Jessica do, y'all? What did Jessica do? Jessica made a beeline to Barnett with her booty shorts and coochie cutters, child. I am so tired of talking about Jessica, alright? Barnett looking at her like he got two heads. I mean... I'm not even going to go into it. It's the same old thing. Okay, and then we have Amber talking to Mark. I mean, I'm sick of them. I'm just sick of them. I'm sick of the same conversation. They keep saying the same thing. Barnett is looking at Jessica like she got two heads. And honey, Amber, let it be known. Now listen here, Jessica. You done got cute a couple of times, and I've done let it slide. But let me find out you get a little too cute. I'm going to bust your face. Honey, what Barnett got, y'all? What Barnett got? Barnett done got these women crying, snot flying, having mental breakdowns, and Amber, child, she threatened violence. She told Jessica, I'll break your jaw. Keep being cute. Keep tossing that hair. Keep wearing them booty shorts around my man. I will kill you. Maybe Amber is the Lifetime movie crazy. I'm like, child, Jessica, use caution. I think Amber would mess her up. Amber would tear Jessica apart, child. But anyway, so Jessica, she is saying that, of course, if Barnett was with her, he will be so different. okay? He will be sophisticated. He will be groomed. He will be well-spoken. Bottom line is, Jessica said, when Barnett is with Amber, he's trash. But when he's with me, he will be classy. Honey, Jessica all about class, ain't she? Child, she look like a wet rag. So of course Jessica, she gets to drinking and she starts acting all weird in front of Mark. Child, honey, Jessica is just a mess. She's a mess. But let's talk about Damian and Gigi. Honey, this tripped me out. So Gigi, Damian, Lauren, and Cameron are, having a conversation. And Cameron and Damian had a flippant comment, a snide comment, to Lauren. And so Lauren was like, what did you say? That I'm going to be some hag, or I was a hag? She was like, F you, Damian. And so he was like, no, I was just, he was like, wait a minute, are you being sarcastic? And she was like, no, I'm not being sarcastic, So they were going back and forth. It was very awkward. It was very, a little uncomfortable. But Damian didn't see it that way. Damian was like, well, I didn't mean anything bad. It was just, a little sarcastic, comment. And of course, Gigi, she felt that Lauren was uncomfortable and awkward. So she walked off. And so she had a comment and was like, listen, back up off her. Ease up off of her. And so, of course, she walks off. And then Damian was like, what's your problem? And so she was like, listen, what you said was, it was out of pocket, okay? Did you not feel that Lauren was uncomfortable and awkward? I felt that Lauren was, uncomfortable. And he was like, how do you know? Okay, you're not Lauren. Quit speaking for other people and speak for yourself. And she was like, I could feel it. I knew that she was awkward and you had no business in saying something like that. Of course, they're going back and forth. And she was like, listen, you don't communicate. You don't talk to me. Honey, they got to screaming and yelling. Everybody else is looking around like, child, what's done happened, child? And of course, she's standing there and Damian, he walks out. He's upset. Now, we have drunk Jessica and Mark back in the room, okay? And so they're having a conversation, and somehow or another, he says that Gigi is second to Jessica. And for some reason, Jessica got offended by this, and Jessica says, how dare you? She's my friend. She's like a sister to me. How dare you say that she's second? Lord have mercy. And so here comes Keith Sweat. Here comes Mark. No. Please. No, you're taking it out of context. That's not what I mean. Please don't break up with me. What's going on here? I don't get it. What's going on here? So of course, Jessica, honey. Jessica got to dig that knife just a little bit deeper. And she says, you know what? She says, you're second. You're second. She said, Barnett is sexy. Barnett is hot. I said, Mark said, get the F out of here. Are you serious? You serious? You telling me that right now? Get the F out of here. Honey, she got to cackling, honey. She was like, baby. Honey, Mark took himself to the couch. He said, oh, so she's here to hurt me? She's here to hurt me? That hurt me? Okay, all right. I'm just going to sit over here, lay over here on the couch. Meanwhile, Jessica don't know what she said, child. Jessica laid up in that bed and said that another man was hot and sexy. And the man, of course, had to be Barnett. Now, listen here, Jessica. You lucky you have Mark. Because if it was another guy who was there who wasn't quite right, honey, he will put your head through that wall. Now, I'm not one for violence. But Jessica, you already got Amber saying that she gonna bust your face into 20 pieces. And here you are saying this. Jessica needs to use caution. Honey, she gonna drive Mark crazy. So anyway, y'all, that is episode 5 and 6. And honey, my mouth is dry. And honey, they done wore me out. I don't know when this is going to be up. It's going to be forever. Anyway, guys, thank you for the love and support you have shown me thus far. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until tomorrow for 7 and 8. Bye, guys.